late KELVIN KIPTUM, and thereafter we go to the next motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving the people of Elgeyo Marakwet this opportunity, Honorable Speaker. Pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 43, I wish to make a statement regarding the untimely passing on of a marathon world record holder, Mr. KELVIN KIPTUM, on Sunday, 11th February 2024. Honorable Speaker, members will recall that on 12th October 2023, I rose under Standing Order 259D to notify the House of the great achievement of Mr. KELVIN KIPTUM, who had on 8th October 2023 broken the world record holder.
Order, honorable members, order whips. Can we hear the Honorable Ngaleche in some reasonable degree of silence? I know there's exuberance of post-holiday. Go on, Ngaleche.
Let me start it again, Honorable Speaker. DK. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you once again for giving the people of Elgeyo Marakwet this opportunity. Pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 43, I wish to make a statement regarding the untimely passing on of a marathon world record holder, Mr. KELVIN KIPTUM, on Sunday, 11th February 2024. Honorable Speaker, members will recall that on 12th October 2023, I rose under Standing Order 259D to notify the House of the great achievements of Mr. KELVIN KIPTUM, who had on 8th October 2023 broken the world marathon record at Chicago Marathon, becoming the fastest marathoner in the world with a time of 2 hours and 35 seconds, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, the tribute of the House to the national hero were recorded with great compliments. Honorable Speaker, it is therefore with a heavy heart that today the nation mourns the loss of this great sportsman following a tragic road accident on 11th February 2023. At the young age of 24 years, Mr. KIPTUM had achieved what many athletes would only dream of. He had successfully conquered Valencia, Chicago, London Marathon, among other top competitions, to which he has left a triumphant legacy as the fastest marathoner of his time, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, it was expected that this conquering sequence would be replicated in the upcoming 2024 Olympics. Honorable Speaker, Mr. KIPTUM's narrative transcends the mere passage of time, standing as a testament of his unyielding determination and unwavering fortitude. He was a beacon of hope not only to the people of his village, Chepsamo village, his ward, Kaptarakwa ward, Keyo South constituency of Elgeyo Marakwet County, but also to the many in the country and beyond. I wish to therefore take this early opportunity to condole with the family and his friends of the late Mr. KELVIN KIPTUM, the athletics fraternity, and the people of Kenya at large for the loss of the extraordinary sportsman. Honorable Speaker, with your indulgence, may I request that we all stand to observe a minute of silence in honor of the departed sportsman.
All honorable members, can you be upstanding? Can we all be upstanding? And let's observe a minute's silence in honor of the young hero.
May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Amen.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Ngaleche, you have done the Speaker's job. I will now allow 3 on either side. Member for Keio South. Member for Keio South.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Gideon.
I join my colleague, the woman Rebel Keo Marakwet, in mourning the demise of KELVIN KIPTUM. KELVIN KIPTUM comes from my constituency.
Take 2 minutes, huh?
In a village called Chepsamu, and we are actually neighbors at home. I knew KELVIN KIPTUM personally. We've interacted. He was a member of athletics committee in my constituency, and we are planning great things together. We sympathize with the family. We mourn with the family, his spouse, the father and the mother. Actually, KELVIN was the only son in that family, the only child, actually. We mourn with the constituency of Keio South. I lead the constituency in mourning the death of KELVIN. But Mr. Speaker, as we mourn the death of KELVIN, some actions must be taken by the Ministry of Sports. We remember the death of Wanjiru, who was a promising star. Actually, he died at the age of 24, the same as KELVIN KIPTUM. Another several. We remember the lady who was killed in Iten under mysterious circumstances. So we call on the Ministry of Sports that they must take our athletes seriously, because some of them are young and they are promising careers, but they are left on their own. But when they are outside there, when they represent Kenya, we all celebrate. But once they are here, they are left on their own. We must ask the Ministry of Sports to support our athletes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Kalango. Member for
Thank
Langata.
you. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. The constituency of Langata joins the whole country in mourning the death of KELVIN KIPTUM, a rising star. And this is so sad that he was supposed to represent the country in the 2024 Olympics in Paris, France. But even as we mourn the death of KELVIN, having listened to what his father said, I think there should be a thorough investigation to what actually caused the accident. And apart from that, we need and request that our athletes be treated as VIPs and be given security, and all our top athletes who represent this country bring the accolades, and they're always just celebrated. Immediately, they get their medals. After that, they are forgotten about. Kindly, we request that a thorough investigation be done to the cause of this accident that led to the death of KELVIN KIPTUM. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mama Zamzam.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika, na mimi kama mama Mombasa nachukua fursa hii kutoa rambirambi zangu za pole pamoja na wakazi wa Mombasa kwa familia ya KELVIN KIPTUM. Alikuwa ni shujaa, alikuwa kijana mahiri katika mbio, na mimi sana naweza kupeleka pole zangu kwa babake ambaye alilia sana kwa uchungu, akisema ni mtoto wake wa pekee. Na alisema Mheshimiwa Spika, nikinukuu, kuwa kuna watu walikwenda nyumbani, alikuwa hajui ni watu gani, lakini wakawa wamesema wametumwa kutoka sehemu fulani. Kwa hiyo na mimi pia naweza kupigia pondo nikisema hii yake ichunguzwe, ijulikaniwe, pengine kuna mkono wa mtu ama ni vipi Mheshimiwa Spika. Na si yeye peke yake Mheshimiwa Spika, nikumbuke pia na mabinti zetu, watoto wetu wa kike ambao wameuliwa hivi karibuni ovyo ovyo. Mwenyezi Mungu pia na Mheshimiwa Spika, pia natoa rambirambi zangu za pole kwa familia zao, na niweze kusema kuwa serikali iweze kuangalia vifo hivi vinavyotokea hasa kwa kina mama, ni vipo vya kusikitisha sana. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Member for Endebess.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir, for allowing me to join my colleagues in sending message of condolence to the family of our athlete, KELVIN KIPTUM. Honorable Speaker, this is a very sad moment for our country and for a young man at the age of 24 losing his life at just not even before his prime. Honorable Speaker, I think what I would urge the Ministry of Sports to do is that we need to have a culture or a format in which we are able to counsel our athletes, make sure that we are able to advise them on how to even, once they qualify to become good athletes, they can be able to be guided properly so that they can be able to live in a more better way. Especially, Honorable Speaker, sometimes you look at some of the athletes who have made this country great, and you look at the life they are leading is in abject poverty after many years of doing very well, making a lot of money for the country and for themselves, and they're ending up in a miserable state. So we need to be able to even guide them on how they can invest and make better lives for themselves later on. We've seen some who have done very successfully. We've seen recently there's others who have even put up the Leo Village in Eldoret, which is a very innovative way of retirement. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to join the colleagues to say pole sana to the family of KELVIN KIPTUM, pole sana to the parent losing his only son, and pole to my colleague, the member for Keyo South, for the loss of his constituent.
Irene Mayaka.